Vinny Jr. could end up joining Arsenal. Will he move to Arsenal though? I don't believe so, and I'll tell you why very soon. Also, we will take a look at Rodri and Diamande's move to Real Madrid and why these two signings will be very important for Madrid in the future. First, let's start with Diamande. Diamande is a very talented, flashy winger. This guy made waves during the World Cup. He was so impressive that he attracted the interests of many big clubs in Europe. PSG even made a move for him. They agreed on personal terms and everything, but PSG haven't yet reached an agreement with Leipzig. To be honest, PSG does not really need Diamante, right? Because PSG is a team that is stacked with so many forwards. They have Doué, they have Barcola, they have Dembele, they have Kvaratskhelia, they have Emery. So there is no need for PSG to be going after Diamante, right? The only reason why I believe they want Diamante is because they want quality depth, but also because Barcola wants to leave PSG. This guy does not want to be a role player in PSG. He wants to move to a club where he can be a starter. Liverpool are interested in signing Barcola, but PSG value him at 170 million euros, which is a lot, I won't lie. Nowadays, the market is too inflated. Average players go for a lot of money. That's why in one of my shorts, I said that FIFA needs to step in and regulate these market prices. Because in the future, clubs might not be able to do business no more. Because clubs are overpricing for all their players. Morgan Rogers went to Chelsea for like 100 million euros, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 120 million euros. I don't know how much, I forgot, right? But Morgan Rogers, this guy is not even worth 80 million euros. Not at all. Morgan Rogers is like half bread that costs 30 rand. Blue ribbon does not even cost 25 rand, but half bread be costing 30 rand. So honestly, FIFA needs to step in and regulate these prices. Otherwise, in the future, it will be crazy. Diamante though, this guy has stalled negotiations with PSG after Real Madrid went in the race for him. And to be honest, since Real Madrid went for him, I don't believe this guy will no longer go to PSG. Right? No player will choose PSG over Real Madrid. Come on, let's all be serious. Real Madrid and Barca. These are the two biggest clubs in the world. Right? If Real Madrid and Barcelona want your players, most of the times they will end up at Barca and Madrid. If Barcelona and Real Madrid just point at a player and say, "You, I want you at my club," these players will end up at Madrid and Barca, right? And the players that play for Barca and Real Madrid, these players usually does not leave unless the club no longer wants them. You will never ever see a player come out and say, "I want to leave Barca, I want to leave Madrid." This does not happen. Players go to Barca and Madrid to stay, not to move. They don't go there as a stepping stone. All of these other clubs in Europe are stepping stones. PSG, Man City, all of these clubs, I promise you, they are stepping stones. They are not the final destination. Rodri, who else? Kvaratskhelia, who else? All of these stars, Olise, right? All of these players, if Barca and Madrid wants them, I promise you, they will leave the club to go to Barca and Madrid. So it is GG's for PSG. They can just forget about Diamande. This guy is going to Real Madrid. Madrid are expected to make a new bid for Diamande. And according to the media, it will be around 120 million to 130 million euros. Now, the reason why I believe Real Madrid wants to go in for Diamande, it's because Olise is no longer joining Real Madrid. We all know that Papa Perez, this guy, he loves flashy players. Right? This man is like an IG baddie on a shopping spree. Whenever he sees something shiny, his hands start itching, his mouth start watering. He can't help himself but to sign that player at Madrid. Right? So he was going for Olise, but come on, Bayern Munich is not a selling club. Right? Bayern Munich is not one of those clubs that are willing to sell one of their best players to a big rival such as Madrid. So after Madrid realized that nah, Olise is no longer coming, that's why they went for Diamande. And for me, I believe that Madrid going for a talented right winger is something that they needed to do. Because if you look at last season, most of Real Madrid's attack went through the left wing. On the right wing, there was nothing happening there. Every single attack went through Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe. Mbappe, by the way, this guy plays as a 9, but at Madrid, he's always shifting to the left hand side. So teams, when they play against Madrid, they know, okay, on the right wing, nothing is going to happen there, right? All of their attack will be on the left hand side because that's where Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe plays. So Real Madrid were very predictable in their attack last season. So it makes sense why they should sign Diamande, just to balance their attack out. Real Madrid do have a couple of right wingers, but to be honest, these players did not provide much. Rodrigo is the main right winger, but Rodrigo tore his ACL. Even this season, I don't think Rodrigo will play. Brahim Diaz, this guy does not provide much, right? Mastantuono, this guy never plays. So signing a flashy winger who has a lot of attacking threat like Diamande makes a lot of sense. Now, let's talk about Rodri. Oh my goodness. As a Barcelona fan, I am scared. As a Barcelona fan, I will not lie to you, I am scared. I do not want Rodri at Real Madrid because I know how good Rodri is, right? Guys, let's not all be mistaken. Let's not all fool ourselves. Real Madrid is a very good team. Yes, it's true that in these two past seasons they went trophyless back to back, right? But the main reason why Real Madrid has been struggling, it's not because of their attack. Real Madrid, in their attack, these people score goals for fun. The dictator scores goals like it's going out of business. So Real Madrid never struggled with goals. Their problem was the midfield and their defense. That's where their main problem lied. Ever since Modric and Kroos left, Real Madrid no longer had presence in that midfield. They didn't have a player that could hold onto the ball, right? So that's why it makes a lot of sense for them to sign Rodri. Rodri, even at 30 years old, still remains one of the best defensive midfielders that we have in the game. Honestly speaking, I don't believe there is a defensive midfielder that is better than Rodri right now. It is not a fluke that Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. This guy was the best player for Spain in the 2024 Euros. This season too, in the World Cup, this guy was instrumental in Spain winning the World Cup. Yes, I don't believe that he was supposed to be awarded the best player of the tournament award. I don't believe so, right? I believe that Messi was robbed, to be honest. Messi was robbed of the best player award in this World Cup. What Messi did for Argentina, all those goals, those assists, literally carrying Argentina on his back and single-handedly taking them to a World Cup final. After all of those magical performances, you still take the award and you give it to Rodri. So Messi was robbed in broad daylight, but anyway, that's a story for another day. The point is, Rodri is an amazing midfielder. And if he joins Real Madrid, he is going to solve a lot of their problems. If Rodri joins Madrid, he will anchor the Real Madrid team. Real Madrid will be a much better team with Rodri. In this new season, if Rodri joins Madrid, I don't expect a Clasico to be a walk in the park. Papa Perez, though, this guy was not too convinced with the signing of Rodri. And I understand that because Real Madrid, most of the time, they don't really sign players that are 30 and above, right? If you check at Madrid, most of the time, they let the old players go. If you noticed at Madrid, whenever a player turns 30, Real Madrid hardly gives them a long-term contract, right? If you are in your 30s, Madrid is most likely to let you go. So I believe that's why Papa Perez was also a little bit hesitant in signing Rodri because of his age. Also, we need to take into consideration that Rodri, his contract at Man City is expiring next season. So literally speaking, Madrid could acquire, they could literally get Rodri for free next season, right? So why pay money for him this season if you can literally get him for free next season? So I believe that's the reason why Papa Perez is also a bit hesitant on signing Rodri. We all know the business that the old man loves to do, right? Papa Perez is known as the president that loves to buy players on a free, right? He has bought Mbappe. Who else? Konate. Who else? Just so many players that Papa Perez has signed as a free. So if Rodri does not join Madrid this season, expect him to join Madrid next season as a free agent. Now, the rumors linking Vinicius Jr. to Arsenal. Guys, be serious. In what world do you see Vinicius Jr. leaving Real Madrid and going to Arsenal? In what world do you see Vinicius Jr. leaving the best team in the world, literally speaking? Even though I'm a Barcelona fan, I know that Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world. I know that, right? So, do you really see Vinicius leaving such a big club to go to a club such as Arsenal? Yes, Arsenal, recently, they've been doing good for themselves. If I'm not mistaken, last season, I believe they went to the Champions League semi-finals, right? But then got knocked out by PSG. This season, they won the league, right? They also went to the Champions League finals. So Arsenal is a good team. What a good project. But come on, they are nowhere near the level of Real Madrid. Yes, Vinicius has not yet signed a new contract with Madrid, but still, do not expect him to leave as a free agent next season, right? That will not happen. So the reason why Madrid and Vini has not yet come to a conclusion is because Vinicius Jr. he wants to receive the same amount of money as Mbappe. He wants to be paid the same amount of money as Mbappe. And to be honest, I understand that. Guys, let's put ourselves in Vini's shoes for a second. Imagine you are the main guy at Real Madrid. You've helped Real Madrid win two Champions Leagues. You've scored in both of those finals. You have brought so much success at Madrid and helped them win so much titles. Now, imagine a new guy comes in. Yes, he is better than you in terms of goal scoring, but you have a bigger legacy than him at the club. Right? You have done way more for the club than this player. Will you agree for that player to be paid more than you? Yes, he scores more goals, but come on, you have a bigger legacy at that club than that player. You have won two Champions Leagues with that team. Will you really accept that this newcomer receives more money than you? I don't think so. Right? Even me, I wouldn't be happy. So I clearly understand why Vinicius Jr. wants to get paid the same as Mbappe. But Madrid does not agree. Madrid are like, hell no, Vini, we are not paying you the same as Mbappe. You are not that good. And to be honest, I also understand Madrid's point of view because Vini has been very underwhelming last season. Ever since Mbappe joined Real Madrid, Vinicius has not been the same player. I feel like Mbappe is dimming Vinicius' light. Vinicius is constantly in Mbappe's shadow. Vinicius, he has not performed to the same standards like he did back in 2024. So it doesn't make sense from the club's point of view to increase his salary because, come on, if you are demanding a higher salary, you need to have proof to back up why you want a higher salary, right? For example, if you go to your job and you are asking your manager or your boss for an increase, you need to be able to provide proof as to why you're asking an increase, right? You can be like, boss, I am making more sales, I am doing this, I am working more hours. You need to have proof to back up why you want an increase. Vinicius, in this case, he does not have any proof, right? Vinicius has been cheeks this entire season. This brother has been nothing but ass. So I understand why Real Madrid does not also want to increase his salary. But I do believe that they will reach an agreement and Vinicius Jr. will stay at Real Madrid. This guy will not leave. No way. No way. And me as a Barcelona fan, I want him to stay at Madrid. Honestly, I don't want to see Vinicius leave. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to also turn on the post notification. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.